The pitch of a sound is related to what? Frequency. Why do plants produce fruits? To protect their seeds. If a force is applied in the same direction as an object's motion, how does its speed change? It increases. Why do bears hibernate in winter? To avoid energy shortage during winter. What do we call a substance that allows electric current to flow through water? An electrolyte. Which soil component helps neutralize acid rain? Limestone. What determines a person's blood type? Antigens. What are the two main types of planets that make up the solar system? Rocky planets and gas planets. What is most closely related to the loudness of a sound? Amplitude. What is the main force responsible for capillary action? Surface tension. What are the structures at the tips of roots that absorb water called? Root hairs. How does a person's emotional state change when stress is relieved? It becomes calmer and more positive. What are the rainbow-like patterns formed by the interference of light called? Interference fringes. What is the process by which plants obtain energy through respiration called? Cellular respiration. What are the regions on the Sun's surface where the magnetic field is strongly concentrated called? Sunspots. What are the three primary colors of light? Red, green, and blue. If an object is placed inside the focal point of a concave mirror, what kind of image is formed? A large upright virtual image. How do the falling speeds of all objects compare when there is no air resistance? They become the same. What is the relationship between like poles of a magnet? Repulsion. What is the state of motion of an object when no force acts on it? Uniform motion. Because of what characteristic can gases be compressed easily? Because the spacing between particles is large. The round depressions seen on the Moon's surface were formed by the impact of what? Meteorites. When lemon is added to green tea, with which factor related to the color change is this associated? pH change. What is the rusting of iron called in chemical terms? Oxidation. Which gas in Earth's atmosphere is essential for sustaining life? Oxygen. How do immune cells remove pathogens through phagocytosis? They engulf and break them down. When acetone is poured into a styrofoam cup and the cup dissolves, what kind of change is this? A physical change. What is the most abundant element on the sun's surface? Hydrogen. When a tuning fork is placed in water, what phenomenon appears on the surface of the water? Waves. In an ecosystem, what are the organisms that convert light energy into chemical energy? Producers. Which immune cells directly attack virus-infected cells? Killer T cells. At what temperature does water boil? (100°C). In which layer of the atmosphere do auroras mainly occur? The thermosphere. Why is a vacuum or an inert gas placed inside a light bulb? To prevent the filament from oxidizing. Which part of the brain controls the body's balance? The cerebellum. What is the color of red blood cells that carry oxygen in the blood? Red. What are two or more individuals that develop from a single fertilized egg and are genetically identical called? Identical twins. What is the normal human body temperature in degrees Celsius, approximately? About 36.5 degrees Celsius. What force allows an airplane to stay in the air? Lift. Why do you feel out of breath while exercising? Because the demand for oxygen increases. Thanks for watching all the way through. Share your science knowledge in the comments. Your support helps us create even more science quizzes. See you in the next one.